And now, 1, 2, 3, dance. 1, 2, 3, dance. 1, 2, 3, dance. Yeah, that's how it is, right? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Get Fit or Get Hit, dude. Today we've got our number one guest right here, Jonathan Ross. How are you doing, Jonathan Ross? It's good to see you.
Hello, I am Jonathan Ross.
Jonathan Ross, are you ready to get fit or get hit?
Of course. That's me, Jonathan Ross.
Dude, who even is Jonathan Ross?
Totally not a
character on the podcast.
I know who Jonathan Ross is, but is he the dude with the accent that's like, he's got like a sort of lisp?
Maybe no. Is he the guy who took away the school lunches thingy?
No, that's all.
Right?
That's Jamie Oliver.
Oh, Jamie Oliver. That's Jamie Oliver. Then Jonathan Ross, dude. Let's look.
Jonathan
look
Ross
Jonathan
was like
Ross.
a TV personality, and he talked like Jonathan Ross.
Jonathan Ross. Oh, yeah, you're right. I think it is. I think that's. Oh, there he is. There's Jonathan Ross. I remember that guy.
I wasn't 100%, and you threw the character on me, and I was just like,
To be honest, I just thought of the first character that came to my head, and for some reason it was Jonathan Ross. I know who he is now. Haven't really like heard much about him really. That's probably like he's a tonight. He's like a show host, I believe.
yeah.
Jonathan Ross, do you want to come on the podcast?
Get him on.
The Jonathan Ross show, dude. Come
Get him
on.
on.
What we have the Boicast Jonathan Ross show, dude. It's gonna
If
be,
any
it's
of
gonna be extremely
Jonathan
exciting.
Ross's children listen to the podcast, get him to come on. We
Dude,
have
send him a message,
plenty
like-
of questions for him related
We'd love
to
to
his
get to
work
know him,
that
you
we
know what I
totally
mean?
know what it is.
Dude, this is the thing. We can only really get like people with nerd culture backgrounds onto the podcast show, because if we just get like a normal person on here or something like that, we're just not gonna have anything to talk about. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like-
I think we could get an hour out of someone.
Well, I'm sure we could get an hour out of someone. But say like if we were gonna invite a normie, who would we invite onto the podcast?
Ryan Reynolds.
Anybody on the top of your head? Ryan Reynolds is a nerd, dude. That
Yeah, I
guy
know.
is a nerd and a half, dude. He can come on. He can punch me in the face. He's allowed.
It was the first name that came to my head.
Oh,
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey would be actually a really, really interesting person to have on the podcast.
But he's
to
not
be honest
exactly
with
a nerd, is he? So,
you. That's that.
but
He's
if you
kind of.
you'd be able to
He's
talk
like
to him.
50-50. Yeah, like I would be able to talk to him, right? I have so many acting questions to ask, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if you're as into acting as I am, you know.
Yeah,
Like-
I am. I just don't do it.
Like how many pee breaks you can take on set, you
You
know?
gotta remember, I make film. I'm a film boy. Of course I like actors. I need good
What?
actors to make good film.
What? No, you don't.
I have film
Don't
degree.
be silly. Don't be silly, dude.
As
I mean,
useful
look
as
at,
that is.
Actually, you know who I would actually really like to have a conversation with? The Queen of England. Queen
Yeah.
Elizabeth. I feel like if we had her on the podcast, I feel like she would like be able to talk some good shit.
Alright, 2
Like-
seconds. Discord is lagging like a bitch. Let me just move the servers. Hang on. I couldn't. You were cutting in and out like crazy because of
Alright.
the lag. You're fine now. Let's go. Queen of
Dude,
England.
okay, dude.
Yeah.
Queen of England, dude. The Queen of England should be on the show. That's all that I'm saying. Dude, what would you ask the Queen of England if she was on the show?
I don't fucking know.
well, what's the first question that came to your head, Jonathan Ross?
Well, if the Queen was on, I'd ask if she fucks.
the question to that would be just like, yes.
Yes,
I
want to
fuck.
come to my back room?
Dude, just the fucking MI5 just breaks down your door and says, what the fuck did you say about the Queen?
I think we had this conversation in my circle of friends. We were talking about it, and we were saying that like my mate was saying he would fuck the Queen if like offered.
Like, what for?
And well, no, just
Or,
if he
like,
was
just in general.
just if he was asked to. And like we had this conversation that now that he said that, the MI5 is gonna bust into his house, kidnap him, and he's gonna be taken to the Queen, and the Queen's gonna be there like, so you'd fuck me, eh?
So you'd fuck me, eh? But it'd be I fucking you.
And we had this like whole scenario, and it was so fucking weird. I'm pretty sure we'd get arrested.
Dude, we'll put it in our like biographies, like when we're both in like prison and
Yeah,
shit
I'll,
like
I'll
that.
put it on my deathbed.
We'll write the book.
The story.
on on your gravestone. It'll just be the Queen fucks.
The Queen fucks. Fucking hell.
But actually, speaking of, I generally think the Queen would be a very nice person. Never met her
yeah.
or anything like that. It's just she's got the presence of a nice person, and plus she has lots of dogs as well. So you know you have to be a nice person. To want a
Corgis
dog.
at that as well.
Yeah,
Corgis,
dude,
bro.
there's
They're
like
my favorite
so many
dog.
of them. Oh, dude, I'd love like I have so many people. I know so many people who their first dog was corgis and stuff like that. What was your first dog?
My first dog was a Staffy.
A Staffy.
A little
Oh yeah, Staffy.
Staffordshire Bull Terrier.
Dude,
Called
mine was
Buster.
a Cavalier King Charles, dude. And
What's one of those?
a Cavalier King Charles? They're like, I don't. I'll look it up. Look it up. It's like it's got like
spaniel.
It's floppy ears. A Cavalier
Yeah,
King
yeah.
Charles. No, there's a Cavalier Spaniel as well, but like a Cavalier King Charles is
Well,
like
when I've
they've
searched
got like a little.
Cavalier King Charles, they're actually a type of spaniel.
Oh, are they? Oh, is that? Oh, is that how they
Cavalier
they
King
categorize
Charles
them now?
Spaniel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, but I had one of those, and his name was Billy, and he wanted to fuck everything.
They always
Like
do. I've
everything in
noticed.
the house was just unfucked. Like everything got fucked. And I was just like, no, please, we're trying to have guests over, and they'd be just like, that's a fucking fine leg you got there. like literally, it got to the point where you literally just couldn't like have him in the same room or whatever. But then you'd hear him like humping the door. Like humping something outside the door, and you'd just be like, "Oh, what's that? Is that the dog?" It's like, "No, don't worry about it."
No, don't worry. You don't want to see what's happening in that room.
Like, listen, dude, I had teddies, like so many teddies, and if that man got any of those teddies, listen, man,
They would have to be burned, disposed of.
they'd have to be going through like some sort of therapy afterwards. You know
And
what I
bleaching.
mean? Because he. Dude, I did, every teddy that, disappeared, I always knew something happened to them.
You always knew
I
its
never knew where
fate.
they went.
You never
Dude,
saw
they're
it
just
again.
going off on a little holiday.
It was never seen again, but you knew exactly what happened.
Dude,
Poor
I don't
lad.
know, man. I've always wanted I've always been a massive fan of dogs because right now I've got like a I've got Poppy, who's a Bichon Frise, a real fluffy thing. She's like I say a bitch, but she's just generally a very not nice person. She acts so cute in front of everybody else, right? But when it's just you and her, like me and the family in the room, she's so fickle. I love her to bits, but like this bitch knows how to play the game. You know what I mean? She'll do all these cute things in front of everybody else, and everyone will be just like, "Oh, what a darling," and then she'll shit on the floor.
Oh, wow.
And I'll just be like, "Poppy, why did you do that?" And she'll be like,
Because why
Like,
not, bitch?
Yeah, like she'll be mad at me for her shitting on the floor. I'll just be like, "What? Why?" Oh, but then I got the tiny one as well, which is that's Millie. Millie's like, she's not a spaniel. She's another white-haired breed. I can't remember what she is, but I've sent pictures in the Discord and on Twitter many a times. You guys can look them up if you want. She's adorable and she could do nothing wrong. She's just generally very sweet. Oh, dude, what new dog do you think you'll get, dude? If you ever get a dog?
When I get a dog,
Mm.
I'm classic internet memer. I want either a corgi or a sheep.
A corgi or a sheep?
But
They're both
corgis
good
and sheeps
choices.
are very expensive.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, corgis are classed as like royal dogs, aren't they? Over here, like,
How expensive are we talking?
I've never actually looked into it because I'm scared of the price. Let's do it live on the live on the show.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's go corgi prices.
Because I'm pretty sure you can't actually
Corgi.
adopt corgis.
They're purebloods, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think you
They're
can.
like, that's
Welsh
the thing.
corgi adoption. Let's see.
Why is corgis are so expensive? Corgis are a popular breed that is in high demand. Corgis aren't a rare breed by any means. And there's plenty of reputable corgi breeders all over the US and globally also. This main reasons why corgis are expensive is because of their popularity. That's it. I thought they'd be
popular.
like mega expensive for like, maybe, because I remember, what was the dog in like World War II? There was like a breed of dog and it nearly went extinct. I think that's the corgi actually. Hold on, let's see. Corgi, World War II past. All right, hold on, let's see. Yeah,
Like-
there was, yeah. Oh,
The cheapest one on this website is £1,500.
well, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then it's
Yeah,
like
that makes sense.
2,000.
It makes you wonder really, like, cause like there's so many dogs. I've practically adopted all of mine. I've never bought any from a proper breeder or anything like that. We've always just gone
Yeah.
to the pound and picked one up. But it does make you think, right? In terms of when you go to these breeders and stuff like that, it's like how good are these dogs? You know what I mean? Oh, isn't that like? Do you remember that big massive dog? It's like the Tibetan Mountain Dog.
Oh,
the big thing, the most expensive dog in the world.
Are they Bernese mountain dogs?
Yeah, Tibetan Mantiff. Dude, look at a picture of a Tibetan Mantiff. It's a fucking lion. It's just a lion. Look at it.
Let's have a look.
Look at
Oh,
how
those
big
ones,
that
yeah.
boy is.
They're crazy, yeah. They're huge.
Oh my god, dude! Like, look at those teeth. But like, look how big
It's not even a dog at this point, is it?
Yeah, oh, dude, it's literally straight up a lion.
But they
dude.
look
He's
so
just-
cuddly.
I kind of do want one, dude. But like, these dogs are like 15 grand, I believe.
I was gonna say and I'm assuming like maintenance for a dog like that is.
Well, it's every dog with more fur than you think, right? Because like, what's it called that? Even huskies and stuff like that. They're so furry, so you have to brush them every day and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's
And then your house will have a new carpet
dude, sell
they
the carpet
because they just fucking shed everywhere. Shiba
Oh,
Inu
man.
for sale in the UK. There you go, 1,800.
1,800. Ooh.
They're pretty pricey.
man. Pretty
But
pricey,
they're so
but
cute.
dude,
I want
actually,
one.
remember when we went to the UK and we saw a fucking skunk?
Yeah. Well,
Dude.
you say went to the. You came to the UK.
I came.
I
to the
live
UK,
here.
Right? Yeah, dude. Like we went to a pet shop. We've probably already told the story in the thing, but we found a skunk for sale and
Yeah.
like an actual skunk, and they're not native to the UK, right?
I don't believe so. No.
Right? They can't be native to UK, so it must
UK
be a very
skunks.
exotic pet.
Are we having another
Right.
pet like animal episode?
I guess so. We can.
Where do skunks
Dude,
live
wait.
in the UK? There are no skunks throughout the UK.
Yeah, that's an exotic animal right there.
There were apparently
That's absolutely
sightings
crazy.
of them in 2009, but I'm guessing that's just one
It's a
got
lie.
out.
It's a lie, dude. What the hell?
Yeah,
Dude, fake news. Fake news, dude. The only skunk that I saw was right there.
was right there.
Right there, dude. When are we gonna go pick him up, by the way?
That's if he's still there.
Yeah, can we have him as the new mascot of
The
Boys and Inter-
mascot for the channel. What would we call
Yeah.
him though?
Call him microphone.
Or we could leave it up to the viewers.
Dude,
Anybody
what
listening
should we-
has a good name for a skunk who could be the
What should we
mascot
name our
for our
skunk?
channel. Leave it in the comments. Or drop it in the Discord. Either or.
Actually, that's a good point. So we asked you guys to give us
Yeah.
some questions on the Discord to see where this would go, and a lot of you guys gave some really good questions. Some of you not so much. Some of you like listen, like we're very happy for the questions, but some of you though. Ugh. I'm only joking, right? So should we jump straight into the questions then, Scott?
Let's do it. Why
Dude.
not? Why not?
Huskin Raiders asks, "Are you aware you are awesome?"
And with a little gif of a dog
Yeah,
hugging
of
another
dog.
dog. Look
Yeah,
at those
hug- yeah.
dogs.
Look at those dogs. Look at
Look at
those.
them dogs.
Yeah.
I'm
But are you
aware I'm
aware?
the best person ever created on this earth. Yep. 100%. Next question.
Right, sick. Let's leave it at that then. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
But the real question, dude, who's your favorite Muppet?
Who's my favorite Muppet?
Yeah, right? That's a hard one, isn't it? There's a lot
Oh,
of
I
Muppets.
can't remember his name. I'm not really a big Muppets person, but my favorite Muppet is the where is he? I mostly know them from the PlayStation 1 game, Muppets Racing. Speaking of,
yeah.
that's another game to add to the list, Blair.
That's true. We have to add
I
that
need
to
to
the
add
list
that
of our
'cause I used to
super
play that.
special project.
A shit ton.
Dude.
Anyway, what's his name? Where is he? Beaker. Beaker's a
Beaker,
Chad.
yeah! Dude, Beaker was amazing. Hell yeah. Dude, then...
Is he
Dude, my
Beaker
favorite...
or... Wait, who was the little one?
The tiny one? I don't know,
was
but
that
like, he was
Gonzo?
always with Beaker, wasn't he?
No, the one that was always with Beaker was the really smooth, like Dr. Bunsen.
Oh,
Like,
the
with the really
Dr.
smooth
Bunsen
head and
one.
no eyes. Because they were the two,
Yeah.
like, doctors. Was it Gonzo? Like, I don't remember who it was. There was, like, a little tiny one that used to go through little doors and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember that one, yeah. Oh, dude. Actually, now, I'm trying to think of my favorite Muppet and stuff like that. Yo, actually, is Jack Black considered a Muppet because he was on that episode? You know what I mean? Can Jack Black be my favorite
Yeah, but
Muppet?
so was Jason Segel, so...
Jason
He was
Segel!
in the movie. You know the guy
Jason
who plays...
Segel's my favorite fucking, yeah, dude. Jason's
plays
my
Marshall
favorite Muppet.
from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. Well, dude, I guess I have to be kind of like a bit of a normie because I didn't watch the Muppets that much as a young boy. I was more if I was talking about like puppet shows, it was more the Bananas in Pajamas and stuff. Oh, Bear in the Big Blue House. You remember
Bear in the Big Blue House was good shit.
Dude.
Dude.
The last episode of Bear in the Big Blue House is so depressing. It's so sad, dude. It has no chill being that sad. It's unreal. Okay, I guess I just gotta be a normie and say Kermit, dude. Kermit, there's too many memes of Kermit, dude. He's just my
to be honest,
son.
he's the most memed, and he's up there. I'm trying to think. You mentioned like puppet shows, and I'm trying to think. I remember there being one as a kid I used to really enjoy, but I can't.
There was there was actually like.
Remember watching Mr. Meaty?
Oh, Mr. Meaty.
I
didn't
let me
watch much
search,
of
like,
that.
Puppet shows. Nickelodeon?
Yeah, I didn't watch much of those.
What's that whistling noise?
There's a whistling noise? Dude, is there a bomb? Or are you just doing the kettle?
I don't know what it is.
Because you have the Muppet Show, and then you had Sesame Street. Was Sesame Street and the Muppet Show the same thing?
No, I don't believe so.
No.
But people always rope them in
Sesame
together.
Street. So Sesame Street was the boys with
With Big Bird and...
Yeah, Big Bird.
It's
Big
completely
Bird
different.
was great. Big Bird wasn't exactly a puppet, but he was. Because Elmo was the Sesame Street.
With Sesame Street, yeah.
Elmo.
'Cause they always got roped in to be the same, and I don't know why.
Oh,
They were just two big
they're
puppet
so
shows.
similar. They're so similar in so many ways, but I feel like they must have been written by the same people because it always felt very similar in its own way.
Well, I think it was just
'Cause then
because
you
of
had
the era, as well as like, what was like the era, as well as like the fact that it was a puppet show aimed for kids. If you know what I mean.
That's
so
true.
There's not too much really they could cover without.
Because Sesame Street is still going on, but the Muppet Show has ended, right? I think that's
it is the same dude.
situation. Yeah. Is it? Yeah, it
Jim
always
Henson.
felt like the same dude.
Yeah, it is the same dude. He made the Muppets, Sesame Street, and Fraggle Rock.
Oh, Fraggle Rock! Oh my god!
Oh, so they are all Muppets, right?
So they just must be
Sesame Street
different
is
shows
Muppets, I believe.
in the different
in the Muppets cinematic universe.
Yeah,
Why
dude,
isn't that a thing?
Yo, when are we gonna have the Muppets Civil War, dude? Come
Can
on,
we have,
dude.
like,
I'm so
fucking
excited.
Muppets Infinity War, like.
Dude, the people from the Muppet Street and the fucking Sesame Street people have a fucking gang war.
Yeah,
Dude,
they go
they
up
just
against
roll up.
Thanos, who is just giant purple Big
Dude,
Bird.
Muppet Thanos, dude. Oh, the purple Big Bird. Oh my god. Yeah, out of everybody, I think
just that video of Big Bird busting through a door.
yeah.
Just that, but he's got a fucking infinity gauntlet. Just like, come on, boys.
Did you want to know a fucking cool bit of trivia?
Mm.
When they were all when NASA was trying to make not the first, but one of the first like space races, when they were like trying to go to the moon and stuff like that, and they wanted people to go into space. They wanted Big Bird and the actor from Big Bird to go into space.
Really?
Dude, they did, yeah. You can actually look that up, right? There's like Big Bird. Okay, hold on. Big Bird's trip to space. Big Bird's trip to space. Yeah. So okay. So Big Bird almost went on the Challenger space shuttle to teach kids about space. But the shuttle exploded. Oh God. Oh, this is this one. Oh my God!
Wait, yeah. Now that you mention it,
you've
woken something up in my mind about Big Bird in space.
Dude, yeah, Big Bird was going to be on the Challenger space shuttle, which exploded in 1986. Like, that's scary, man. That's horrifying, dude. Imagine being like one of those people to be actually chosen to go on this big space journey. And then something like this happens, man. Like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
Like, what are the odds? Like, it's crazy. But it's just such an interesting fact as well.
You're just
that,
some
like,
guy
they
who
were
applied,
trying to do that.
who applied
you know?
for a job with Jim Henson to go in a suit as Big Bird, and they're like,
Yeah.
right, bro, you're going to space. And he's just like,
Yeah.
all right. And then the fucking shuttle blows up before you get on it. Like, what?
Dude, can you even believe that? That would be like...
That's crazy.
So fucking scary. Like it comes... Dude, there is a universe out there where Big Bird blows up with the Challenger, dude. That is horrifying.
There is a timeline out there.
Oh my God. Dude, space travel is so exciting, man.
As
But, like,
Abed said,
so
any decision
dangerous.
makes multiple realities.
Oh, yeah,
or
dude.
multiple
The 6 alternate timelines. No, we're not going to use a coin because then we'll make 2 different timelines.
Oh, have you seen that? What's his name now? Joel McHale, the guy who plays Jeff, and the guy who plays Chang. I can't remember Chang's.
Oh, they have
Ken-
their alternate
Ken-
reality podcast, don't they?
Yeah, they have their podcast. They call it like the.
Oh, the darkest timeline.
I had this all lined
podcast.
up. The
Right?
darkest timeline. My brain is just pushing everything away. Like,
Dude, it's weird. I'm remembering shit today, dude. This doesn't make any
I'm
sense.
doing the
dude.
opposite.
How am I remembering stuff?
My brain is just on shutdown today.
Dude,
be honest,
I
I've
should
not
be,
done
I should be
anything-
the not smarter person today, dude. That's all that I'm saying.
I've not done anything today to actually sort of.
Train
See,
your
it's
brain.
happening again. Stimulate my brain. Jesus Christ.
Dude, you need to do some brain training, dude, for the Nintendo 3DS.
Dude, I might buy it. It's out on Switch. I'll buy it for Switch.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they brought a new one out for Switch.
We should do an episode of that, actually.
You can't record it.
What? Why?
You need to play it in handheld. Unless you want me to just set up a camera.
Oh yeah, we do an old like early YouTube thing where it's just like,
Yeah,
hey
I'll
guys,
just get my webcam out and only record the audio through the webcam and record you coming out of my speakers.
dude, I watched a lot of Let's Plays like that when I was younger though.
Really?
Yeah,
I made them but never watched
listen.
them because if I watched them I'd be like, oh, this is shit, and then I clicked like,
Dude.
oh, I shouldn't
Dude,
be making this type of
2000
stuff.
In 2007, I believe, that's when I watched a load of different people. I remember watching like, I think I watched like Boogie at the time, and then like when I think about it, I think I watched Wings of Redemption as well. I don't know where that guy is right now, but I remember watching him when I was younger as well. Who did the Call of Duty? The Call of Duty. I think it was a bit later now, actually. When I think about it, I think it was a bit later. But I remember like half of the team. They always had like it pointing at the camera and stuff like that. I watched so many Let's Players, man. So many Let's Players back then. And it was so good to me, dude. I loved watching people do that. When the PS3 first came out and Resistance Fall of Man came out, you remember that game?
Not really. I wasn't PS3, but I know of it.
Okay, so yeah, so it's a video game. It's a video game where like aliens come down and they're like, and you're a resistance fighting. You got to stop them. And the first one's really good, but in the second one they bring all like weird alien technology into it and make it a bit more actiony, which I didn't like that much. I kind of enjoyed being kind of like, a man with regular guns being shit, I suppose, is the way that I would put it. But I remember watching so many Let's Plays for that, and they would always be just like, every now and then their mom would come in, you know what I mean? And they'd be just like, Mom, I'm recording. I'm recording, Mom. This is like,
Mom, get
I'm
out.
sorry, dude. Mom, I'm just here with your dinner. And I was just like, oh, dude, I was a baby back then as well. I was quite surprised, though, because I was kind of a really dumb kid. But I always figured out how to record my screen somehow without using a camera and stuff. I think it was just a lot easier. Then, like, we used, like, fraps. And we used
you didn't care
Happy
as much
Cam
for
or what was it
You didn't
again?
really think about Bandicam.
Bandicam, that's the one.
You didn't care
Bandicam.
about quality as much as you do now. When you're a kid, you're just happy that it's actually capturing it.
Yeah.
And then you'll upload it regardless of its editing, regardless of the intro being okay. Is it working?
Yeah.
Hi. No, let me do that again. Hey guys. Welcome.
Yeah, but you don't cut out that.
You never
first
cut
bit at
out.
all,
You never cut out the. Let me try it again. You never cut that out. You leave that in because you don't know how to cut it out. You don't have editing software to do that. You have Windows Movie Maker.
Dude, how many times did you like do that, but you stopped the recording and then went then tried to turn it back on, but then continued on with the whole episode without realizing you weren't recording?
Oh, I've done that, like not recently, but like more recent than I'd like to admit. No, because I've done it a few times on OBS where you click start streaming instead of start recording. But
oh yeah.
I remember I did that, but my streaming stuff wasn't set up, so it just said streaming, but I wasn't actually streaming. So I thought I was recording for a while, and then it turns out I wasn't. Because it's actually, if you watch on my channel, what was it called now? That Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. The intro for that is me like, oh, I'm streaming. Fuck, because I was capturing obviously my camera on an external camera, not my webcam, because I wouldn't do that for YouTube videos. So I had the camera footage and I had my voice footage, but obviously I was trying to capture the game through OBS, so it's just footage of me going, fuck.
Whoa! I'm having so much fun, dude. Dude, that game, I hated every single bit of that game, man. I loved the narration. I loved everything else about it. But games that are just specifically like that, oh, they make me want to die, dude.
I love them when they are like designed to piss you off. But Bennett Foddy got to the point where like it didn't even feel possible. It just felt completely unfair, and that's when I stopped playing. Like a good first like quarter of the game, it's fair because it's just challenging and you figure it out. But there's some parts of it where it just didn't feel fair to me, and that's where I stopped playing it. I was just like, no, fuck this.
Did you slide down the snake?
I didn't even get that far.
Really? I slid down the snake, and then as soon as I slid down the snake, I was just like, I'm never playing this game ever fucking again. I'm never even bringing it up.
I didn't even get that far. It was as far as I got in the video. It's like right at the very beginning. You climb like the main bit, like right at the start. You climb over the tree, you climb up the boat shit. Then you get to like the kids' play park. And you climb over the kids' play park, and then you jump across to some boxes, and then there's like an upside down staircase. And I never got past that because I just couldn't figure it out. And I couldn't be asked. I haven't got the attention span for that.
Dude, it's so weird to like to spend all that time doing like climbing up the mountain and stuff like that, and then watching a speedrunner do it in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
that's what really like ruined it for me. They were just like, check this guy out, and then you see him doing all the techniques and stuff, and you're just like, no, never again. I don't even want to see what's behind the horizons, man. I don't want to. No.
I don't want to see my potential because I'll never reach it.
Dude, the game ends when you slide down the snake, dude. That's it.
That's the ending.
All right, next question.
I'll take this one. You had that one.
All right.
Matt Lender asks, D's nuts.
What's that mean? I'm confused.
Queen Emily asks, if your younger self were to ask your current self how your life is going, what would you say?
Whoa.
Dude, I got a banging
Whoa.
gaming PC. What's up? That'd make my young self happy. He'd be like, hell yeah, dude. Oh, and I've got virtual reality. Boy, you know? My young self would be buzzing.
That's a deep ass question, dude. I like that one a lot. Thank you so much for the question, Queen Emily. Was that all you'd say?
Not much really. Like, I've not done much.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Actually, when you say that, yeah, I guess so. Like, if your younger self were to ask your current self how your life is going, what would you say? I don't know, dude. It's kind of like, just keep trucking, bud. I believe in you, dude. Like, it gets better, it gets easier, and you succeed at stuff.
It's not
like,
even that, though. It's your younger self asking your older self how you're doing. You're not asking back, I think. You know,
right.
You're not
If that's
meant
the
to say
case-
anything back to them. You're meant to just say, like, oh, life's good. This, you do this, you do this, you do this. And that's like,
so I just send a message back. I'm just like,
Pretty
yeah,
much,
man,
yeah.
things are good. Things are good. I'm enjoying stuff right now, dude. I learned how to work hard, and working hard
But-
is the biggest joy you can have in life.
but if you could say something back, like, you know, like if you could use your knowledge from now and give it to your younger self, I personally would tell my younger self to capitalize on memes.
What?
Because I've never made memes. I've never edited memes. I've never done anything like that. But if I told my younger self to get on it as soon as, you would have fucking blown up.
You send like a you send like a little telegram back to the past, right? And you're just like, yo, dude, do you fat fry this fucking thing?
I just go back and go like, my name Jeff, gonna be big one day.
Dude, you
Go-
literally just get
go
three
get on it.
words. You're just like frog, unicycle, boy.
Here he comes. You just there like, go get yourself some bag. What is it? Fucking shredded cheese at 3 a.m. You'll know what it means someday, bro.
Man, I guess the same would be kind of for me, I guess. I don't know. Dude, it's a fucking hard question, dude. I don't know.
Like,
Dude,
I don't
just
know.
Keep truck hard, dude. I believe in you, kind of thing.
I don't
you
know
what
if
I mean?
I'd tell my younger self to hold off on making Let's Plays.
No.
Like, I probably would, but I also would be like, I don't know if I'd tell him to stop altogether or go even harder. You know what I mean?
Oh, that is a tough question, you know. You see, I'm
Yeah.
usually one of those people who doesn't like to look back at my past, right? Because
Yeah,
you know,
neither
when
do
you
I
look
really.
back at your past, right? You're
There's nothing you can do.
always like, yeah, there's nothing you can do about it, right? It's that experience that you've had there has made you who you are today, right?
Yeah.
And whether it was good or bad, you know, you're still here, you're still rocking, kind of thing. It's kind of like a tough question because whenever I think of looking back, it makes me kind of like it has like a sad context to it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, just look forward, I guess. You know what? Keep moving forward, bud. That's it. That's all I'm sending back, dude. He's gonna be just like, what the fuck
all
is
you
this?
really need
As
to
he's
send back,
listening
innit?
to Linkin Park and shit like that. You know what I mean? But he'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. Oh no! You know what? I'd send it back. That boy.
Just a picture of that boy.
To be honest, that like 6-year-old self or like 8-year-old self would appreciate that so much more because 13-year-old
actually-
Blairlex couldn't read.
Actually, I'd probably go back and tell myself to drum more
You think so?
because I was a good drummer. I
Is,
just
is there
stopped.
is there any skill that you wish you just like learnt when you were younger, like
Guitar.
more often? Yeah.
Yeah, guitar 100%. Because like drums,
That's-
drums I've still got. I can still play like sort of basic to like medium like level stuff. But guitar, I didn't hold anything that I learned. Nothing stayed
It's
in.
very difficult, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
guitar's like guitar. I don't know why, but guitar has like I don't know, when I was younger, right, my fingers were never like strong enough to hold down the guitar strings and stuff like that. So I don't know if I'd tell him to go back and play the guitar again, because that's what I did for 90% of it. But if I was to tell him to do something better, probably the piano. Dude,
yeah, piano's pretty good.
I've taken to the piano in the last 2 months so goddamn much. If I did this when I was younger, I would be so far ahead in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like then again, no idea if younger me would even fucking be interested in piano.
Sorry, like younger me wouldn't have given a shit about piano.
Right.
I was too about rock and roll, you know, dude, like rock and metal.
Dude, you're going through your emo phase, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I was all about your emo tunes, your rock tunes, your new metal, you know, Bullet for My Valentine, My Chemical Romance. Dude. So if I went back and went, play piano, he'd be like, fuck off. I want to play drums, guitar. That's why I was saying, like, I wish I just stuck to drums longer. Because, like, I played it all the way through high school, but the second I basically left high school, I stopped playing regularly. So
it's hard to find the time. It's hard to find the time when you're, like... See, when you're at home and stuff like that, and you play the drums and stuff like that, usually you got, like, the after-school time of just doing whatever you want. Or if you're at school, right, and they have, like, musical instruments and stuff like that, one day, in break, you might just go in there and slap a few things, you know what I mean?
I used to do that every break.
Yeah, right?
Every break, me and the boys would bounce down to the music room, you know, bit of band practice.
We had
every single time.
We had really like a real like underfunded music department in my secondary school and primary school. So you'd go in there and there'd just be like 3 tin whistles and like the triangle. And dude, you'd be rocking out on that triangle, dude. I swear to God.
Oz was pretty good. Like, in year 7 and 8, they had like, it seemed like the music department had moved to a different part of the building before we got there. Because like they were renovating the old one. So for the first 2 years, we had like this shitty little music room in the back, but had to do all our drum lessons in the fucking assembly hall. It was weird.
Oh,
and
really?
then, yeah, that was cool though. Playing drums in the middle of a fucking assembly hall was cool. But
Stage, did you never feel like anxious about it when I was a younger kid?
Well, no, because when I was doing my lessons, it was just me and the teacher in the assembly hall.
But it was like a massive like area.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I've played in front of the crowds loads. I love it. Not gonna lie,
dude. Yeah. Dude, that's the thing. That's actually a good thing, which I would go and tell my younger self again, to get into like the getting in front of people's faces stuff. Because I was very shy when I was younger, like mega shy, and I'm still a bit shyer, but not as much. You know what I mean? Now I don't care. But younger me would like get into a crowd and people would look at me and I'd be just like, nope. It's time for me to turn off. Well, it's time for me to turn off. Even though I enjoyed it so much, but at the time I didn't realize that I enjoyed it. I didn't realize that I enjoyed the attention, which is, I think a lot of the time when you're growing up and stuff like that, people always say, "Oh, it's cringe. Everything's cringe. Don't stand out." All that type of shit, and then it like cements in your mind, and you're just like, "Whoa, no, that's not a way to act. Everybody's special in their own way, dude." And you know, everybody deserves a little bit of attention. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say anyway.
See, I was, I was a show-off, 100%. So when I was on stage, I was loving it, not gonna lie. I was all about it. But it was funny because when me and my band walked out on stage, because we were in front of, like, everyone's parents, because we were doing, it was like this massive, like, school, like, concert type of deal where, like, everyone did different, like, songs and shows and stuff. And then there was, like, it was funny because we had to set it all up. I think did I tell a story about playing hide and seek?
No,
I'll tell that in a minute. I remember mentioning it. Was it not on the podcast?
I don't think so, no.
I swear it was. But anyway, I'll tell again. But, so yeah, like, on stage, I remember walking out with my band, and my entire band was just, like, frozen, like, walking like Lego characters. And, like, super awkward and, like, scared because we were going on stage. I was walking out, spinning my stick in my hand, just being like, hell yeah. And then I dropped it. I just sort of looked at the crowd like, Hey.
Dude,
my
I
stick
thought you were
back
gonna
up.
have like a Scott Pilgrim moment where it's just like, "We are Sex Bomb."
Well, pretty much like the band was super like awkward and trying to play, and they were like obviously nervous and shit. But I was still just going at full fucking pelt, having a good time with the drums.
Hell yeah, dude.
And my brothers even called me out on it. It's like, you walked out on stage like a cocky little bastard, you know that? And I was like, yeah. It's funny. But
Did your
talk-
parents come to that type of thing? Or
They did, yeah.
would you never have? Oh, you let your
no,
parents
yeah,
come to that
100%,
stuff?
yeah. My
Dude.
mum and my two brothers came to it.
Dude, that's awesome.
And it was really funny because the choir came on, and I was like backstage, and I remember looking through to like to look at my like family and that and see where they were, and they were doing Bohemian Rhapsody, like the choir. So
Wait,
you know
really?
the part where, it was like a sort of choir / rock jam type of deal.
Yeah.
So they were doing like choir singing, but it was also to rock music. It was pretty sick. But
That's like really cool and also
it
very
cuts-
ambitious for high school people, right? That song's hard as fuck.
but it cut to like Wayne's World.
Mm.
When it's like and everyone's headbanging in the car.
Yeah.
Obviously, me and my family loved Wayne's World, so I look out at that point when everyone on stage starts moshing out because like for the show, and I
Yeah.
look in the crowd, no one else is doing it except my two brothers are just there fucking headbanging, and I'm just like, yes. And my mum just sat there like head in hand, like fuck's sake. It was class.
Oh man. Oh, dude, class. I've
But,
never heard that word in ages, dude. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm going back
Class.
to high school self here, jeez.
Dude.
But yeah, about the hide and seek thing, because me and my band obviously were really into like the music department and shit, and we'd always be allowed in the assembly hall to like practice and set stuff up for like getting ready for the gig and stuff. And I remember once we were in there, we weren't really meant to be, but they didn't care because we were music students, so we were always just allowed in there. And we used to play manhunt and hide and seek in there and that all the time. It was dead funny because it was quite a big assembly hall. Like this shit was massive, and like, you know, those like what do
When
I
you're
don't know
talking
what
about
we
like
call.
a
They're called
music student, do you
bleachers.
mean like sixth form or?
No, I'm talking about high school, like year
Oh.
10, year 11.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's like you pick your classes.
Say again? You like that?
You like pick your classes?
Yeah. In the last 2 years of
Wait,
high school, you
really?
pick like your main classes. Yeah.
Oh,
As
we
you-
we
what
do
were they called
we do
again? Were they
everything.
called-
I think
They called. I can't remember. Like they had like a word. Was it choices or like?
electives probably.
No, it wasn't something that smart sounding. It was something like, oh, your options. That was it.
Ah, you're right.
Yeah, because you got to pick between like, you got to pick if you wanted to do geography or history, if you wanted to do like French or Spanish, if you wanted to do, it was like music or something else. I can't remember. Or you got to choose GCSE or standard PE, GCSE PE or standard PE. But yeah, I picked music and what's it called? So yeah, we were in this massive our massive assembly hall. My school like recently got renovated in year 9. So we had
Really?
like this massive new assembly hall and massive new music department and all this and all that. So this assembly hall was huge. Like it would fit like pretty much the entire school in it. So, and I've told you before, my school was massive. Yours was quite small, wasn't it?
Well,
If I remember.
you see, my school was very tiny, right? But they had an overcapacity of students, so the school could probably have like 1,000 people proper. We had like 4,500 like kids
Jesus.
just in the school. So the classes were usually double booked and stuff like that, and you'd have to share tables and stuff. When I talk about this type of stuff, it always makes me sound like I was in like a really poor area, but it like wasn't. It was a pretty like high up there like school, but we just never had anything. You know, it was like wow. It was that one time we had this thing. They were just like, "Oh, dude, let's
Nice
have class
story.
outside," but there just wasn't an empty classroom at the time, so they're just like, "Oh, grab your papers, like grab your bags and stuff like that, sit on them, and let's do art class outside." It's windy, miss.
But yeah, back to where I left off because I
Yeah, my
got
bad,
sidetracked. It's cool. so we're in the assembly hall playing hide and seek, and we didn't realize that like the year 7's assembly was just like starting soon.
Oh no.
So we all went and hid, and then like my mate Owen hid inside one of the big massive blue barrels that they used to drum on, because that was behind stage. I was underneath the bleachers. My mate James was underneath the stage. He crawled under the little curtain and went in. and then I can't remember. Matty was just behind like the massive curtains on stage, and then like loads of people started flooding in. And I can't remember who was actually the one seeking, and they just bolted. They just got out of there. And we were all just here like, shit. So all these students came in and these teachers came in and like started setting up for like the assembly and all this shit. And then my mate Owen didn't know what was going on, so he stood up inside this barrel and just walked out onto the stage and fell over. And so he got kicked out, and they thought it was just him and like the rest, because they saw my mate bail out, and then he bailed out after falling out of the barrel, so they thought it was just them two. And then my mate James just kept poking his head out from underneath the stage, and all the kids started laughing, and then he'd disappear again. They didn't have a clue what was going on. And he just kept doing it for ages, and then they spotted him and like screamed at him to get out, and he just bolted. And as he bolted, I followed behind him. My mate Matty just jumped off the stage and followed, and we all ran out the door. And it was just so fucking funny thinking back to it.
How long does the ceremony usually last?
Well, they're not long, normally about 20 minutes. So we only did it for about like we were only there for about 5-10 minutes, but it was just, it felt like forever because it was just so funny and just like, shit. I can't believe no one clocked me underneath where they were all sitting, just laughing their head off. Yeah, it's class. I miss high school, which is like most people don't, but I do, surprisingly.
Dude, I was never a big fan of high school myself. I never really have any of those like really cool high school stories that you go back and you're able to tell for years on end. Do you have any more?
I have quite a lot. Funnily enough, none are coming to mind. Not in like that I can think of. There's quite a few. I've told a lot of them on the podcast over time.
You told the fighting one.
The fight one, yeah. The fight was funny.
On the 5th episode of the podcast, dude. That was fucking wild.
High School Fight Club.
High School Fight Club, baby. Oh, man. You know what? Let's move on to the next question then. Let's see how that goes. Because we just gotta go in off a question, you know what I mean? But let's skip that next question. I don't like that one. Yeah. The next one. Okay. How much for your nudes?
OnlyFans coming soon.
Yes.
Yeah. You'll see. All the pricing will be on the website.
Yeah.
It'll all be there, full detail.
We haven't discussed... It's a low barrier to entry, but you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we haven't fully discussed like pricing or anything yet, and you know, but we gotta charge a premium for premium content. Okay,
exactly, dude. Toe pics are €20.
Oh, that's yours, mine. Oh, boy.
What? Oh, whoa.
€40.
Are you underselling my toes, sir?
Dude, compared to my piano key of toes.
Excuse me,
my
dude.
toes are bigger than most people's little finger.
Dude, what?
Genuinely.
Dude, I've got those sexy toes. You know what I mean? I don't know what that means. But dude, if you put my toes in a picture, I'm sure somebody could make it look good in Photoshop, man. Like, you can't at least give me €30. Now I've undersold myself. What the hell?
My middle toe is about 1.5 inches long.
What?
Yeah.
Is that a fucking ET finger?
Dude, my toe is... obviously, I can't put a picture up. Maybe one day
you
world
need
will
the
see.
OnlyFans, you know?
Yeah, the OnlyFans will see. But yeah, my toes are like the longest things in the world. Where's my tape measure? Let me get an exact... Oh, shit. Measurement. There we go, live on the cast.
Why are you measuring your toes?
Because I want you to realise how long...
Actually, that's a good shout. How long are my toes?
What are they? 5? Are they
I don't even have a measurement. How would I even measure my toes?
2.
Yo, this is
that-
we're giving you some extra service.
Why can't
by
I?
the way.
I can't read a tape measure for some reason. What is?
Dude,
So it's
the
around
miniature size
2
is
inches,
centimeter, right?
or is that centimeters? That is centimeters, right?
I think so, right?
Yeah, that'll be centimeters because then that's 10. Because 30 centimeters is the average length for. Yeah. Okay. So my middle toe is 2 inches or 5 centimeters.
Wow. Wow, dude, I do not have a tape
fucking
measure
inches.
on hand to measure my toes.
Dude, my toes are long, boys.
I
They're
can't
really
help but
grim.
feel how prepared you were for that question.
Mate, I've got everything at my desk.
Like,
You name
who
it.
the
I
fuck
got
has
it, and
a
I'm
tape
ready.
measure on their desk?
Well, it's because I was measuring for desk sizes and stuff recently. So I'm thinking about getting
of
a new
course.
desk.
You weren't like, practicing to measure your toes for the podcast.
dude.
I see how it is.
Dude.
All right.
You gotta come prepared, man. Gotta come prepared for content.
All right.
Jeez, fine.
Next question, dude.
Yep.
Winter,
what's next?
Winter says, oh shit, sorry, Tasty said that last question. I apologize.
Yeah,
Tasty
that's
said that
Tasty.
last question. And Winter. Question. When are we gonna fight on your podcast? Where you fucking at, bitch? Where you at? I'll meet you outside. Let's go. That's a good friend of mine. That's Winter, right? She constantly says she's gonna beat me up, but she can't do it, dude. I'm just so powerful.
He is strong.
I'm a henge boy, dude. Dude, right? If you want to fight again, dude, I'll see you next week. All right, dude, you get the next question.
Okay. It's Alex with another shit question, so we're gonna skip that one because I'm not promoting his podcast on here when he hasn't even started
wow.
uploading it.
Wow.
Yeah. Next one is Queen Emily again with what's the weirdest thing you've ever done?
Ooh. I have a high tolerance for weird shit now.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd class as weird.
Yeah, I just kind of enjoy doing everything now. There's not really many weirdest things.
I mean, I have just measured my toe on a podcast. Which,
I mean, and I listened to you like measure your toe on the podcast.
and you were invested, dude. You wanted to hear.
I wanted to know. I just needed to know. But now that I know, I don't know. Weirdest thing I've ever done. I don't know.
I don't know.
I've probably already told this story before on the podcast. But the moaning, the sexual noises, confidence building acting class, probably the most weirdest thing that I've ever done. Have I told this story on the podcast? I think I have.
It doesn't ring a bell.
Right, so, okay, if I haven't, so that's probably the weirdest thing. So it was a confidence building class to learn how to be the loudest person in the room without being shy, right? Because if you're shy, right,
You may
if
have
you try and
mentioned this.
yell, you're just like, ah, even when you do this. But so basically you get a bunch of people. There was around 16 of us sitting around in a circle together, like on the floor. And the idea was the teacher is in the middle, and he just goes, sexually moan as loud as you possibly can. And he's just like, the person who does it the loudest, the class is free today. And we're just like, all right, okay, cool.
All right, let's go.
Right, yeah, there's a reward by the end of it as well. But nobody jumped in first, right? Nobody jumped in because, it's not the easiest thing to
It's an
sexually
awkward
moan.
thing to just
you know?
straight up start. Yeah.
But then there was this one girl who just kind of like did it very silently. She's like, ah. And then, so everyone just started laughing. And then afterwards, I really wanted to go next, but I couldn't build up the confidence at that point in time. So then a dude across the way was just like, ah. And then at that point in time, I knew it was my time to shine.
You knew.
So I
knew.
was like, ah. You just
And
like.
then they turned
so
and said, "What type of sex are you having?"
No, but dude, after that, then everyone just starts getting really, 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 really loud, and everyone just keeps doing it and doing it and doing it, and you do that for the full 30 minutes, and then when you leave the class, right? This is the only reason why I thought it was such a good idea. The reason why, when you're out in public, right, and you just, you talk a tiny bit lower, you know what I mean? You don't want to bother people or anything like that. But even if you talked a bit higher, nobody would give a shit, right?
Yeah.
As soon as we left, right, talking to people and stuff like that, you were using your top voice. You were like at a reasonable volume. You weren't whispering or anything like that. And then I was just like, that's the most embarrassing thing that I've ever done in my entire life. nothing can be worse than that.
Nothing can be worse than
right?
that now, yeah.
And I was like, whoa. So yeah, that's probably the weirdest thing that I've ever done, probably. I really suggest doing it as well, by the way. I don't know who runs those type of classes. They just ran one in Dublin for an acting course that I did, and it's very good. Very weird, but very good. What about you, man?
It's really tough to think about. This is like one I'm gonna have to like come back on because
You think so? All right.
genuine, like I don't really, consider it like the weirdest. I do weird shit on the daily. I don't care.
That's the thing, Like I've stopped trying to think of things as being weird anymore. I don't know, man. Life is very long.
Like I've got
Have
some
interesting
cringy
stories
old
to tell
videos.
by the end of it. Oh, well, they're not weird.
So-
They're not weird though. They're not weird. They're fun.
I guess.
All right.
It's just cringe, cringe content.
Cringe
But
content. dude.
I'm really stumped on what I'd class as weird.
I don't know. Should we come back to it then?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to because I genuinely can't think of anything.
All right. Okay. We'll come back to this question. All right. Runax asks, would you guys visit Brazil? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
If we can
That's
afford it.
that was a
It's
good
not-
question. Yeah.
It's not the top of the list, but
I'd love to go to. I'd love to go to the place where they got
I'd
that
like to
giant
visit-
Jesus statue. I'd just
Rio
love
de
to get a
Janeiro.
picture. Yeah, I'd love to get a picture in front of that thing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Oh my god.
I feel like that's the
that'd
only
be
reason I'd want to
amazing.
go. There's nothing else there for me personally.
I heard the party life's kind of fun as well. But other than that,
But I've heard
not
Brazil
too
can be very dangerous.
sure. Yeah, but I'm sure there's touristy areas where we'll be safe.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Like everywhere's dangerous, right? There's like
You know
if
what
you
I'm
go
like?
to Dublin, right? It's so safe, but then when you go down one street and it's stabby central. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to be
every
honest, that's
country
like
has
that in
got like
Manchester as well. So
right. Every country has got stab central. I
yeah,
don't know. You get used to it after a while. Well, not the stabbing, but
you get used to the stab eventually. You grow immunity to knives. At a point,
you start bringing
just-
your own after a while.
You know, like
and then
how
it,
you get-
know,
You know how you get calluses on your fingers when you play guitar?
Yeah.
When you get stabbed enough, you just get calluses on your skin where, like, knives can't break it anymore because your skin's just become that strong and used to getting
like that. You just gave me an image, dude.
See, I say weird shit. I can't think of the weirdest thing.
Dude. I don't know. But let's jump on to the next question.
Go on.
If you could, Rico Rodriguez asks, if you could bring one anime character to come to life, who would it be and why?
I don't
Yo,
have a
this
fucking
one's
clue.
really difficult, right?
Yeah.
I just love anime characters, but a lot of the anime characters that I like really love, are just some of them are like.
Normal ass dudes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's very difficult. And then there's some characters who I'd be just like, oh, I'd love to bring them into the world, but then they would be so, like, lost in the world,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't even know what to do.
Or they die because their tits are bigger than humanly possible.
Dude, because whenever I hear that question, right, it's always just like, oh, like, then I'd have to bring somebody who's in the same world as me, right? So they would, like, be able to deal with the fact that, like, they're in real life. So, like, I don't know. That's really difficult. Maybe we're thinking about it too much, but at the same time, I think it's more fun to think about it too much. Like, make it super complicated than not.
I'd get All Might.
Yo, All Might would be
so
awesome.
he could be here. He can give me his hair to eat so I can gain one for all. And then he can train me to get super buff, and then I can be a vigilante who stops crime.
Yo, dude.
And I'd never die.
Holy fucking shit.
Big brained.
All right. Oh, dude, this is really tough. I don't like this. Oh, what? I can't think of anything. Oh, what's? I should be able to do this one, but I'm not, because
Yeah.
a lot of the shows that I watch, involve people in fucking high school. So it'd be a bit fucking
so if you
weird to bring those
anybody,
fuckers
they're
back.
gonna be
You
like
know what I mean?
15.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't know, like, because then I'd just be like, oh, I'd love to drink with this guy, and then I'm just like, oh, fuck, he looks 25, but he's 15. Okay.
I think we're thinking a bit too literal.
All right. If I'm gonna be less literal, I've been watching a show recently called Brand New Monster, or BNA. Michiru. I'll bring Michiru to
Brand
life.
New Animal.
I feel like that's BNA.
Yeah. You said Brand New Monster.
Oh, it sounds so cool, dude.
It does.
It's like,
Make it.
Yeah, well, let's go. I don't know.
But,
Michiru seems like she'd be kind of fun to hang out with.
And she can turn into a bird.
Yeah, you know what I mean? She just like, whenever you're just feeling like a little bit like, oh, dude, there's some big boys trying to beat you up in your hood. She just gets bigger arms, you know?
Yeah.
Right?
And then you
That's what
can
I'm
play a game of baseball with her and she'd fucking annihilate.
Oh, dude, you've watched the baseball episode? Oh, dude.
I finished it.
I love the baseball episode so much. Out of the whole show, the baseball episode was my favorite.
I know, because you changed your profile picture on Discord to the little bloody tanuki.
Yeah, he's a little bear, and he's just like, way. he's so charming.
Who used to steal shit but then stopped because he bought a water purifier and now sells purified water.
Dude, I love it, dude. Definitely.
It was such
Michiru.
a good show. It was so good.
It's
really
so
it.
good. We'll have to talk about that a bit more next time before we go
But
crazy.
we'll leave
'cause
off.
We've only got a few more questions left, so we might as well get through them, right?
But one of those we could go in depth on, so I'm thinking we save those for another episode.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, especially another of fucking Emily's questions.
Oh,
I
yeah,
see
no,
that.
those
that
are
could be a
super
really good episode. So
Yeah,
we'll
I
save
like that.
the next few for
Okay.
another episode because we've got something different next episode.
How long have we been going for again?
We're on an hour and 2 minutes now, but
An hour and 2 minutes.
we have the
All
few
right.
minutes at the beginning that
Okay, but still,
clappies,
this is
so.
probably a good place to end it anyway
Yeah,
as
well-
well. You know what I mean? Because it's just, like, that was a good episode. Really, really enjoyed that one. Thank you guys so much for sending us the questions. Please do send us more. We probably won't have a full-time question and answer episode next time, but we will do a couple of questions at the end of every show. But please send in more questions so that we can have more to question about.
Yeah, because if we're running out of if we're like in an episode and we get through a topic really quickly, we'll throw in a few questions here and there. We probably won't make it a routine because knowing us, we'll say we will and then we won't. So, we'll always answer some questions here and there. So if you've got anything if you join our Discord in the link below or wherever you're watching this somewhere, we've got a chat called Podcast Questions where you can go in and drop some questions for us.
We answer most of the questions on the Discord, but if you have any questions and you don't want to join the Discord, you can just pop them in the comment section below of any of the things. Some of them do and some of them don't. But we will be opening up a email, Boys on the Internet fan email address soon. So you guys can send us questions and all that type of stuff through that if that's
First
your
I've heard
deal
of
as
this,
well.
but sure.
Yeah. Well, dude, we gotta
We gotta make it now, I guess.
we gotta make it now, dude. Dude, I'm giving us more work. How does that make you feel?
You're manning that email, I'm manning the other one.
I was hoping we would use the same email.
No, because that's our business email.
Oh yeah. You're right.
God.
But anyway, guys, anything you want to say before we jump off, Mr. Scott?
Eat your vegetables, wash your hands. I'm always watching. Always watching. Memento Mori. Been watching a shit ton of fucking Ernest Arnis with Markiplier and Crank gameplays, bro. It's sick.
That's it. That's the episode. Fuck it.